Hey, it's your girl, Cammie Renee from Wake and Bake America show. Stay tuned for the Stump the Stoner where I make these guys look stupid. I mean, it ain't that hard anyways.
What you want?
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a button.
I've been saying this for how long now?
Like I can't step outside naked.
He jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river
in.
bank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day. With Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to do the hump again, something.
Ah!
Oh, look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it. And it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh!
We used to listen to FM, but they played the same old
Yeah.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
That's right. It's Wake and Bake America. Go, 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 go. All right, I'm done. It's Wake and Bake America, and it's brought to you by Scotty. I don't know. I just want to say that because I just want to make him more nervous. He's having a bit of a fit this morning already, so I figured I'd give him a hard time and make him even more nervous than what he already probably is.
It's the internet's fault, not me.
Is that how you play video games with us?
It's
Do you
not
have like
my
your mic
fault.
up away from your head, and then whenever you want to talk, you're like, shh, shh, shh.
Yep.
I always wondered why it took you like a second to respond. Because like I wear like headphones like you would use for your cell phone, so my channel's always open. I can't mute my channel or nothing. So I'm like, don't come in here talking about killing kids, Cammie. You can't do that. No, I'm just playing. Does your wife ever walk in the room and start talking about something like she should not be talking to you about while you're playing video games? Or is she better than that because she's a gamer?
Bother me unless it has to.
She doesn't bother you unless she has to. Oh, okay.
Same.
True. That's Cammie, though. Cammie's like, she doesn't mess with me when I'm playing video games. She's like, he is in a world where he is murdering people. I'm just going to leave him alone.
Unless he's being so loud that I can't hear the TV in the bedroom. I'm like, okay, bro.
Sometimes we do get turned up, Scotty. We just don't realize it because we're in the war. We're in the war zone, man. All right, let's do this, though. Let's get to it. First up, important day of the day. It's hump day, and it's cuddle day. So what does that mean for, well, you and me, girl? What's up? No,
Yeah,
I'm just playing.
it's National Cuddle Up Day.
Oh.
It encourages us to snuggle up with someone for the health benefits and more. And what I mean by that is cuddling releases oxytocin. This hormone alone has tremendous health benefits. Besides giving us warm and fuzzy feelings, oxytocin reduces pain as well.
Slow down. She said oxytocin, not Oxycontin there, Dopey Dan. Give
Oh
it a
my
break.
gosh, stop.
What?
So when the cold has made those muscles and joints ache, cuddling can actually help reduce those aches and pains. It's pretty cool. Oxytocin also helps reduce heart disease, lowers blood pressure, stress, and anxiety. So it's pretty cool. And it's free. It's free. You don't have to
Cuddles
pay,
are free?
You don't have to pay your insurance
not
for
over
it.
here. I charge you for it. I'm like, hey, look, that's going to be $15 for your deductible, sir. What?
You're so stupid.
This is America. I'm trying to get paid. I'm a hustler, baby. I just want you to know.
And if you don't have a person to snuggle up to, you get the same benefits when you snuggle up with your pet.
Yep.
As well.
All right. Well, let's do this. Let's read a commercial. Yeah, let's do that. That actually sounds like a good idea.
Everyone loves printing stuff, from your band to your brand, from that kindergarten Picasso to Grandpa's next finger painting cup. Let Sick Tees of Southern Colorado put it on anything for you. We do it all. So visit sicktees.com. That's SIKTEEZ.com.
So, as we dwindle down the universe known as coronavirus, here's your coronavirus by the numbers, and I also got my 3 headlines from Mr. Trey coming at you like, what? First off and foremost, the coronavirus report, not good. That's what I'm going to report, that it's not good, okay? So first off, what you've got is we've got over 21 million now found cases. Because you got to understand, hell, that might be 10 times that. 200 million of us might have had the coronavirus by now, and already on our second run with it. Who knows? But 21 million cases have been found, which is, 357,000 people have lost their lives. That number expected to surpass 400,000 by the end of the month.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yeah, but when you're losing 3,000 people every day for 15 days, that's 45,000 right there. I mean, it doesn't take it doesn't take a genius to figure out that's 45,000. You only need 5,000 more people, bro. So, it's not good. But that's the Corona report, man. I mean, has it ever really been good? Let's be honest here. It got better, but it never was really good. People were still dying, like at a massive amount too. Not no little bits. Had somebody try to come at me sideways the other day on the internet and say, on the internets. Yeah, Scotty, they were on the internets. And they said, don't you know that, I think it was like 2 million people die from the flu every year, something like that, right? And I was like, don't you know that only 33,000 of those are Americans each year? Don't you know that this would be 10 times that? What do you want me to tell you, bro? I'm sorry you can't do math.
Right. You should have seen our Facebook blow up yesterday off of a meme I put up there.
Oh, I deleted Facebook off my phone. What'd you do? What did it say?
It's hilarious because the last comment I got was,
what'd you do?
Wake and Bake America these guys are no longer funny. When the meme that I put up got the most laughs on it out of anything we've done in probably 6 months.
Who was crying? Who was crying though? Tell me, do you know the name?
You know who was crying.
Was it Oz or Chris?
You know.
Oz or Chris, because it's always one of the two.
Oz definitely hopped on there.
Oh, that's cute. We're also not your friend because you can't call out racism, so get over it, bro. Moving on. So anyway, that's how much time you get on our show when you're just basically, when we've viewed you for at least a year or two now as a fucking idiot. So, I mean, honestly, just being real. So fuck, dude. Bye. Deuces, ho. Anyway, look, I give no fucks, bro. I don't care who you are, dude. Dude, we're funny as fuck. That's the first thing that makes you a moron. You're not, and the way you post, it proves that you're salty. So we just make fun of you. Sometimes we post stuff. I don't know if he knows this or most of you don't know this. I was just telling Cammie this morning, sometimes we post stuff because we know exactly who's going to respond and who it's going to get a rise out of. You're a fucking puppet.
Yeah.
And you're my puppet, and you don't even know it. The best part is you think you're engaged as an actual player in the game, and you're a fucking puppet. It's hilarious. Most of you don't realize that the news has made you their puppet too. The regular news, us, everybody. It's called controlling the fucking narrative. We play you like a fiddle. Get over it. Moving on. So here's your 3 headlines from Trey for the day to kick off this motherfucking morning. Yeah, I'm on one. By the way, I just want to tell you that joke on that whole steroid comment. You know what I'm talking about, Scotty. In that thread, the steroid comment, and then when I said, when I said, fuck it, I'm on one, and then you're like, stupid. I just felt like when I said that you were going to be the one person that was going to say something back, I swear. I knew you were going to say something. But no, man. Did you hear it in Drake's voice, though? Because that really made it for me, was hearing it in Drake's voice. So anyway,
that's funny.
Here's your 3 headlines. When a freezer broke in California at a hospital, officials jumped into action to administer more than 800 vaccines. This being reported by several news outlets that a freezer that was used to store the Moderna vaccine at a Northern California hospital broke, and officials, when they did realized that they only had 2 hours to administer more than 800 doses of vaccine.
Gosh.
And they took on the challenge.
You're just running down the hall stabbing people with needles at that point.
Fucking looks like a fucking heroin den or something. Fucking just stab a bitch. All right, so looks like the neighborhood I grew up in, not because of the needle joke, but just stabbing a motherfucker for no reason, running by stabbing. Like, I literally got a walk by stabbing in the back one time. I mean, it literally, that's a thing, you know. Like, I don't know why, but I definitely don't want it to be a thing on me again. But so executives from the county officials say that they were able to administer the vaccines and get them going. And this is why I think that there's such a big difference between that one where the Pfizer BioNTech vaccine, it actually has a room temperature vaccine shelf life of about 12 hours. So you could accidentally leave that thing out overnight and still use it the next morning. For the other one, not Moderna. See, this is where Moderna, I think, made a huge mistake, though. The negative 90-degree cooling, or whatever the hell it is, cooling requirement. That's a huge mistake because you literally cut out like 90% of all places that can administer that vaccine now. You literally did that.
Yeah.
Whereas the Pfizer one, that's going to be able to be administered by Walgreens, bro.
Yeah.
CVS. Shit.
That'll be one that's more accessible, I think.
Unless you got, that fucking crazy fuck up in Michigan or Wisconsin, that intentionally tried to spoil batches of vaccines because I don't believe it works. That's as bad as a pharmacist refusing to fill your prescription because they disagree with your life choice. Like, there's pharmacists out there that are like, I refuse to fill birth control prescriptions. I refuse to fill methadone prescriptions. So you refuse to help people get off heroin and not have babies when they don't want to? So you refuse to do
basically you're refusing to do your job.
Yeah, well, and that's fine. You don't have to do it, but just don't do that job. I've told people this all the time. If you're a medical professional and you have a hard time with things that are your religion and stuff, then maybe you don't need to be a doctor. Maybe you need to go find a different profession. Go be a doctor of Bible. I don't know. Go fuck off. Fuck, I don't care. So, Alabama's Devontae Smith. I want to bring this up because this is a huge thing in football. Balls. Crazy about this because this is awesome. Alabama's Devontae Smith becomes the first wide receiver to win the Heisman Trophy since 1991, guys. That's 29 motherfucking seasons since there was 28 seasons, I think, or 29 years, 28 seasons since there has been a wide receiver to win the Heisman Trophy. And I really thought this was cool because, listen, guys, I'm going to tell you a true story. As a running back on a 80% run the ball team, you're like you were the quarterback, right? But I'm going to tell y'all, being a quarterback, I can tell you that you get a lot of the glory. You get a lot of the blame, too. Straight up. Like, you got to be willing to take both them on the chin. But you get a lot of the glory. And I think that because you get a lot of the glory, a lot of the times we see mostly in almost, you'll see like 5 quarterbacks win a Heisman in a row, and then you'll get like a running back in there. Then you'll see like 5 quarterbacks win a Heisman in a row, then you'll get like a safety in there. Then you'll see like 5 quarterbacks win a Heisman in a row, then a running back will win one, then another running back, then 5 quarterbacks. You get the trend I'm saying here, guys. It's hell of a lot harder to win a Heisman Trophy when you're not a goddamn top 5 power conference 5 quarterback in college football. So I'm very proud of Devontae Smith. And I'm really excited to talk about this tonight on Preston and Maya's podcast because we don't cover a lot of college, but we do cover the big events in college. And this is huge. Guys, do you know what it takes to be a Heisman Trophy winner as a wide receiver in college football today with the way the spotlight is on a quarterback? That's right, Scotty. You tell us. You were glitching a little, so we made fun of you.
Oh, that's always fun.
So what did you say, though, for real?
I don't even know, man.
That was funny. That was so funny.
Sounds like his internet connection's stoned.
I don't know why it's so funny this morning, but it is.
All right, last headline of Trey's triple headlines.
I think it's because we're tired.
So, intelligence agencies say that the massive cyber attack on the U.S. government was absolutely, just kidding, but most likely of Russian origin. Basically, they're saying for it to be Chinese or Iranian, that the Russians would have had to have helped them then. Because how did you get into the Russian system, into the Russian government, and then hack us? Do you get what I'm saying? So, sometimes a little common sense can tell you a whole lot. If we can't hack the Russians, there's a pretty good chance neither can the Chinese or the Iranians, at least not easily, right? So there's a pretty good chance that if we can trace the hack right back to Russia, it doesn't bounce off there and ping out in Pyongyang, China, motherfucker. I'm telling you right now. Like, I'm not a cybersecurity specialist. I'm not an internet guru in a sense of cybersecurity. But I have a lot of friends that do that exact job and have told me, no, man, it's the Russians, dude. A Trump fucking elector, somebody who voted for Trump, said, nah, dude, it's the Russians. that I know, because that's what he does for a living. He's like, nah, dude, I think it's the Russians. Everything in cybersecurity world screams that this goes right back to that source, and it stops there. It doesn't go anywhere else from there. And I'm like, okay, then that makes sense. And then there's some intelligence behind it that y'all don't even know about, that they talk about on like C-SPAN, that the CIA and NSA and all these other motherfuckers have contacts on the other side that are like, yeah, it was fucking us, dude. What the fuck do you think we were going to let y'all do? Just elect somebody and not let us fuck with you? So there's that. That's going on. And the White House continues to deny that it was the Russians. Why? What do they have on you, Trump? I'm dead serious. I got to know. I don't even care. You're out of office now. I just want to know, what do they got on you, man? Like, what do they got in that Kremlin on you, doggy? What is so bad that you can't call them out on literally attacking America? It's the cyber version of Pearl Harbor, as one former leader of the Defense Department said.
Dum, dum, dum.
And then that Defense Department leader went forward to say that at the very fucking least, we should cyber attack them back and give them a virus or something, a cyber virus. Like that, like they said that this is so profound that inaction would be the acceptance of the felony itself. But Russia didn't do it though, right? Bro, I can't stand this. This is the weirdest thing in the world, is to have a president in bed with somebody who's absolutely not our fucking friend. It's insane. It is absolutely fucking insane. You can't call out dude, this is our actual enemy. And they did something eneminess, and you can't even say, yeah, our enemies did something enemy-like to us. Shut up, Cabby. I know you're laughing at me because I made up a word.
Yeah, that's not a word.
Well, here is a word. Well, damn, that's a headline. Let's shift gears, guys. It's time for Well, Damn, That's a Headline, brought to you by The Root of All Woodworks. When you need a great gift for anyone in your family all year round, get The Root of All Woodworks on Facebook. It's handcrafted, personalized, woodworked gifts, from coasters to rolling trays and everything in between. You know what to do. Get clean with my boy over at The Root of All Woodworks. Now, Scotty, well, damn, that's a headline. L.A. County EMTs told not to bring people who are not likely to survive to the hospital. Say, what the fuck? That should be more like, what the fuck? That's a headline.
Right.
You see, I've thrown cussing out the window.
Yes.
I'm just like, fuck it. We're going for it. All in.
All I have to say is it's not their right to choose whether someone should live or die.
No, but here's what it is. Here's what it is. EMT shows up, right? They assess, if I don't get this man into a hospital bed in a hospital within the next 30 minutes, they're going to die. Well, I already know that every time I show up at the hospital with a victim, it is a 2 to 4 to 6 hour wait in LA right now, guys. They are over capacity to the point of, if you're in labor, they don't have a bed for you. If you have a heart attack, they don't have a bed for you. If you have a problem, aside from coronavirus, that is life or death, they don't have a bed for you. And they don't have a bed for the coronavirus people either. They've been told to assess a coronavirus victim, and if it's likely they'll die, don't even bother.
Yeah, it's crazy. On top of that,
car accident victim, don't even bother.
They're being directed. The ambulance crews have been directed to administer less oxygen because supplies have been strained because of the pandemic.
I've never understood that one. Like, why? What do you have to do to create oxygen? It's literally floating around. Seriously, bro. You know, like, I understand that you have to put it in a tank and it's pressurized and etc.
The supply.
It's purified. It's refined. I guess I get it, but it's still air, bro.
And it's not just the oxygen; it's the actual.
It's pure ooxygen.
Tools.
So when your oxygen,
the tools that you use to administer it too, that you have to replace with each person, and it's a lot
going on there. But I'm telling you guys, go ahead, Scotty.
So on December 28th, medical director of LA County's Emergency Medical Services Agency addressed how first responders should treat stroke and heart attack patients. The memo, they're to be treated at the scene first. If they have a pulse, then they can be transported.
Wow. So, I mean, the thing is that
my mom almost passed away of a heart attack last year.
Right? And they're basically, if this was going on now here, they'd be like, sorry, dude. And that's like, let
They
that
work
that's-
on her right there, and she literally had to get into surgery. Like, she had to have an emergency surgery to save her life.
probably to
They
unblock
had
the
to
clog,
rush her
the
there.
clog that was causing the heart
they-
attack.
If there would have been any more of a pause or a wait or delay in her getting to the hospital and getting on that bed and getting surgery, she would have died.
I was thinking Kristen's dad too. He had an aneurysm. If he didn't go into emergency surgery right then and there, the brain bleed would have bled out and he would have died.
I was thinking about my mom.
Yeah, same.
When my mom got the infection.
They find cancer in you. They don't have a fucking bed to cut the cancer out of you, bro, right now. Like, let that sink in out there. Like, it's
Right, and that's
it's
why I try
insane.
not to complain too much about not being able to have my surgery.
Right there.
Because it's not life threatening, or yeah, I'm in pain daily. But there's people that have it far worse.
Anytime
There's
somebody
way
asks
worse out
me
there.
if I'm how my day's going, I usually try to say fine anyway, just because that's like my natural instincts. Like, I'm good. But the truth is sometimes when I'm not good, I don't have a problem being like, you know what, I'm not good actually, and here's why. But lately, when I'm not good, in my head, I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Fuck it. It's cool. I'm good. Actually. You know what? Compared to other people, I'm fucking good right now. Straight up.
Right,
Fuck it. I'm not going to say I'm not good just because I'm having a bad hair day when I ain't got hair anyway. But yeah, this is just terrible, man. I could not imagine an EMT sitting there thinking like, dude, I can save this
decisions.
motherfucker if I could just get him in a bed at a hospital, because a doctor would be able to fix this in 30 minutes of surgery.
And I'm sorry,
I can't
like,
get him
Right? Because these are not doctors out there.
No,
That's
these are
what I'm
EMTs.
saying. It's not-
Dude, these are basically nurses that check you in at the hospital in a school bus, basically.
So
Well,
much
and that's what I'm
pressure.
saying. They shouldn't be putting that on them to choose.
And actually, EMTs don't even have the training nurses have.
No,
Technically,
that's what
not
I'm
all of
saying.
it. Not all the nurses training. Just some of the nurses training. They're basically for on the. You know what they have, guys? You ever met a medic from the military? That's about as much training as an EMT has, which is significant compared to the average bear. I'm not. I don't want anybody to think I'm talking down on anybody's job. That's not what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just saying that the degree of capability on scene is severely reduced, like 90% reduced, when you're not at the hospital with doctors and nurses and nurse practitioners and and surgeons who specialize in whatever the fuck's wrong with you.
That's all I'm saying is, like, they shouldn't have to be the judge and jury on who they save. Like, that's messed up, man.
Well, and then here, you want me to put a darker cloak over this situation? And then there comes the racist EMT from North Carolina that we covered a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that guy? And so then you start wondering, like, is the person showing up going to decide not to save my life because of the color of my skin? And somebody goes, Trey, you don't need to take it there. And I go, I don't. I have unwaivable proof that EMTs and even some doctors and medical professionals out there intentionally let minorities die simply because they don't have the right insurance and or they're brown or black.
It's everywhere.
So
you just can't escape it.
I don't want to, and this is what I said on that podcast about racism and white nationalism in jobs. I said this. I said, I don't want to ever have to wonder if the person that comes to save my life is genuinely going to save my life.
And you shouldn't.
Let me tell you something.
About that.
When the cops get called, I always wonder if I'm the one going to jail, despite being the victim in the circumstance. I.e., my neighbor called the cops when my ex-wife was trying to put hands on me. And when the cops got there, I got put in fucking cuffs until my neighbor came down and said something.
Right. Yep, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's amazing. So like I said, not to make this any darker than it already is, but that's an honest question I have. I covered a story with there is a underground group of EMTs that literally let black people die. What am I supposed to say, that doesn't happen? I'm sorry, but unlike, the people in the White House right now today, I don't get to pretend what's going on. I have to be real with it. Because it's my children I have to look out for. It's myself, my safety. And I have to wonder sometimes if the EMT that walks through the door, it's a white guy, is going to let me die just because he don't like brown folk. When I would never do that to you. And by the way, the 3 people's lives I saved were all white, just for the record. Because I didn't see color, and I still don't. And I didn't see color. I saw a dying person, and I jumped in, and I fucking helped because I knew what I was doing. I thought that's what you were supposed to do.
Right, what's right?
I guess I'm wrong. I guess that's not what you do in America anymore. Now you look at somebody and go, the first thing I'm going to ask myself is, what color are you, before I decide whether I'm going to save your life? This is America. So anyway, not to take that dark turn down a dark road. We could visit that as a topic another day. But so let's go to our next topic, the middle of the week politics, and then we're going to take actually, you know what? Let's take a break, and we'll do that when we get back, because that just got deep and dark. Let's give them a commercial or two, okay? That just got deep and dark, like this dick. Let's go to break.
Hey, what's going on? It's the Hungry Hustling American Dream Afro Man. Wake and bake, America. Yeah, you're chilling with Mr. Ashtray.
That's Mr. Trey, not Ashtray.
You're listening to Mr. Trey, and you know why. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, you gotta check Young Fats. The hottest artist for the mighty CO. Self-made Colorado favorite artist, Young Fats. 2 G's and 2 T's introduces us to a brand new single. You better check Stay Dangerous.
So serious, stay dangerous, stay dangerous, stay dangerous, keep it dangerous.
Available for your purchase right now, iTunes and Amazon Music. Subscribe and follow for the latest tracks from Young Fats.
Y'all play to win.
You'll be catching the vibes and stream free right now on all major platforms. Young Fats, vibing the mountains all the way.
I need more of you, ain't threatening.
And looking for your support, download on iTunes and Amazon Music today. 2 G's and 2 T's with Young Fats. Check it out.
I need more of you like commas.
Apothecary Farms is the premier cannabis dispensary on the Front Range. When you think concentrates in Colorado, you think Apothecary Farms. With locations in Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and Denver, it is clear why Apothecary owns the cannabis concentrate game. How do you get your diamonds? Shatter, butter sauces, and come on, ambrosia? Just look up Apothecary Farms on Google or Weed Map. Get the best in concentrates. Don't hesitate to stop at Apothecary Farms.
Shawty, she flashing. She gassing.
Yeah, I'm a border like Hardaway. I'm from the place where the starters play. And I ain't worried about nothing. Pockets full of money, ain't worried about stunting. She want a G like me. Beach boy swagger, I'm fly as I can be. I'm a star and she love it. My business on point, but she loves how I does it. We on the beach like turn up. Hand full of ass, it's a bomb, let's burn up. She never been with a G, and just to be real, she never been to the beach. I got her chubby chasing. Your boy hella fly, pussy D is amazing. And every show they paying, and that's why your man be hating.
Baby, you's gassing. Shawty, she flashing. She gassing. Yeah. She gassing. Foot to the pedal to the metal. I'ma get her on my level. I said drop it down on me, back it up on me. Now she calling me Poppy. I hit her with that chulo, numero uno. All up in her gut, I'ma give her that, you know. Fill up her tank, then she gotta go. Gave her that Roger, I beat it like a rabbit. She coming back to me, give her bad habits. Now she all on me, saying she ain't at it. Told her hit the AA, baby need classes. Told her gas it up, she slower than molasses. She called me her champ, so I beat it like Rocky. Baby on the gas game, she hotter than wasabi. Face like Rihanna, ass like Nicki. She stay on the classic. Girl, you's gassing. Baby, you's gassing. Shawty, she flashing. She gassing.
Hey, Southern Colorado, when it comes to getting your shirts made and printed and also designs on other products you want,
Sick Tees.
Southern Colorado has the premier shirt maker and designer. That's right, it's sicktees.com. Tell them.
Sick Tees.
And where can you find?
sicktees.com.
At sicktees.com. That's SIKTEEZ.com.
sicktees.com.
Your mom
Sick Tees
has proudly sponsored Wake and Bake America for 4 seasons.
America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
America.
This is America. Yeah, let's go back into the dark ages here. No.
So we have a Canadian listener right now. Tell him.
Makes sense.
Oh, were you going to read that comment, Scotty?
Oh, I was just commenting on the comment.
Oh, okay. I'll read the comment. It says, probably should come to Canada. Free healthcare. We don't do that to people straight up going in America. You know, and what's funny is, like, I'm sure there's some people that are kind of racist or whatever in Canada. Just like I'm sure there's people that don't like.
They're everywhere.
I'm sure there's people that don't like white people in Mexico, right? I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, you can go to Puerto Rico and there's still some white Ricans that they family ain't really mixed in down into the Español de Negro. The black Spanish. They ain't come down into the black Spanish world. And so, you know, they still think they're better than us. You know what I mean? On our own island. Let that sink in. So anyway, guys, trust me, racism is a fucked up situation in a fucked up world. And we might be the ugly black eye sometimes here in America because with all this great freedom and money, we're still fucking hating on each other, you know? But, so we look the worst on it. But the truth is it's still everywhere. But we definitely look the worst. Because like I said, a paramedic will show up at your house and let you die because you're black. We definitely look worse than other places. True story. So let's get into the middle of the road, middle of the week, middle of the road politics, the Georgia runoff, and why we may not know the winners until Friday in the Senate showdown. So, and we're going to talk about the Senate showdown today. So let's do this. Let's do the Senate, or let's do the what's going on today. So what's going on today is, well, the president's going to try to get Mike Pence to try to overthrow an entire 81 million people's votes for Joe Biden and somehow insert somebody who only got 74 million votes and lost by 7 million votes into office. And they believe that somehow, they believe that somehow, Mike Pence can overthrow the election. The Republicans, I don't know if all Republicans believe this, but I definitely know that Donald Trump thinks this, okay? So, what I did
I'm just not sure how everybody is so off-tilted.
Can I just ask how is everybody so ignorant?
It's so far this way, or...
You're ignorant. You're ignorant.
Why?
If you think
why are we so far out there?
Check this out. If you think that the framers left an open door for a vice president who used to be the president's enemy to decide whether the new president could be instilled or not, and that was just something the framers thought would be a good idea, you're fucking nuts. By the way, we took the liberty of going and looking at the Constitution for you because you fucking don't. You all walk around drunk and say, the Constitution gives me freedoms to do a bunch of shit. It doesn't. But either way, we went and we took the liberty of reading the Constitution and the articles of the office of the vice president and also the counting of the electoral college votes and the certification of electoral college votes. Do you know what Mike Pence has the power to do in this, Scotty? We looked it up. Do you know what Mike Pence has the power to do today?
Help me out.
If this was a gavel in my hand, this is it. Order in. The votes are certified. And here's the thing is, the Constitution says that he has to do it. Like he can't even just go like, I'm not going to do it. If he refuses to certify the votes, it would just fall to the next person in line. And if they refuse to certify the votes, it'll fall to the next person in line. It's basically, if you refuse to do it, they just treat you like you're dead, and they let the next person. It's the order of secession. They'll just treat you like you're dead until the person.
There's a reason all of this is set up the way that it's set up.
The framers knew that some prick like Trump would come along.
people who think they're for democracy
want to overthrow a Democrat.
What democracy is.
You just said it.
This is what democracy is. This is why everything is set up the way that it's set up.
And the fail-safes by the framers were put in because they knew that someone like Trump would come along. And here's a newsflash, guys. Do you think Trump was the first person to ever try to hold on to power in the United States and get a big old middle finger flipped to his sorry ass? No, he's not. Newsflash, motherfuckers. So in the end, that's what you guys have to learn to do is stop making it up as you go, because you look pathetic and you look, well, just pathetic. That's the only word I can think of. You look pathetic. The reality is if you took 5 minutes and just read the Constitution and read what this process... See, here's the thing is, Scotty, I had to watch this process and write a paper on it in school. I had to watch this process and tell our teacher what we thought of this process, right? So I had very engaged teachers in high school in civics and in college in civics. And so I know about this. It's largely ceremonial. Whether the incumbent president is reelected or removed from office, it doesn't matter. It's a ceremonial thing. It doesn't matter. So it's just...
Yeah, what's done is done. It's done.
Right.
The votes have been counted. The tally's been done. We already know who our next president is going to be.
Well, it
doesn't matter how many people that show up in D.C. today. None of that matters.
Well, check this out. It cracks me up that the Republican Party says that they're the party for states' rights, that they believe that the states should have their right to do what they want, their own elections, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Yet, when the states tried to do their own thing with weed, when the states certified their own elections, it always seems to be Republicans that continue to object to states' rights. Taking it all the way to the Supreme Court to remove your right to vote. How? Simple. If you change this election, you have literally removed my right to vote, and then we're going to fucking war, motherfucker. That's
now we got problems.
So check this out. That's why the framers wrote it the way they did, and they wrote it in a way that it couldn't be fucked with, and they put brick fucking walls up for shit like this because they didn't want, because someone like me will start a fucking civil war if you change the election. Because let me tell you something. If you won't impeach Trump and not even allow evidence to come into play, I don't want to hear a fucking thing about what anyone does. You can shut your fucking mouth and move the fuck on and get out of my fucking White House. And I say my White House because last time I checked, bitch, you work for me. Real talk, pimping. See, that's why they don't let niggas up in the White House, because we'll tell you what it is. So anyway,
stop using that word.
My bad, but I got a little hood with it. I'm sorry. Let me reel it in. I'll do my 10 push-ups after the show. Let's move on. And this next topic is sponsored by my boy Young Fats, Wake and Make America show. Happy to partner with the underground sensation, Young Fats. Check out YUNGGFATTZ on all platforms. That's Young Fats, YUNGGFATTZ, and stream today. So, at the end of the day,
don't forget the double G.
Don't forget the double G at the end of the day. So, baby name game, baby shame game. My husband wants to name our child after ... which always those dots usually mean something bad. That's why we didn't tell you up front. Oh, whoa, that is not the link for that.
Right.
Okay. So.
It's a good story, though.
Yeah, but that's for later in the show. So it doesn't matter. Now I got to go find the stupid. I know where it is. I know exactly where it is. Oh, my God. Where is it at? My husband.
Oh, they got switched up. That's funny. That is hilarious.
Wait, is the Kodak Black one the other one? Did I just do them backwards?
No, you got two of them.
I've been known to do that from time to time. Well, here, fine. I guess I'll just have to steal your story. But
go ahead.
So my husband wants to name our unborn daughter after his deceased ex-wife. Not going to give you any more of the story because it doesn't matter. We're just going to discuss this.
No. No. No.
Wow.
What do you think, Scott? I'm like, nope.
That's just crazy.
That's not good. That's just bad juju.
Bro, I'm telling you.
That's bad juju. You can't do that. If you're in a new relationship about to have a kid with someone else, that is bad juju. You cannot do that.
Dude, I'm just saying.
That's just not knowing how to be creative at all.
Bad
come
form.
on now.
See, here's the problem is. Okay, so Can I give y'all some psychology on this? Or just give y'all a little basic B word psychological breakdown of this. So I'm going to just, if this woman was sitting here, I'd make her cry or potentially even go into labor. Seriously, because what I'm about to tell her would hurt the fuck out her feelings. I'm just going to be honest with you. So here's my take on this straight up. He was never over his ex-wife who died while they were married. And because of that, you're a fucking replacement. And I'm sorry that you're a replacement having his baby.
All right, Trey, keep it real. Jeez.
I mean, that's an assumption that it's that.
You're a refill
like,
cartridge, bro. You're not the original purchase. Yeah, that one was kind of harsh.
I guarantee that's what.
That might have been a little too harsh.
I guarantee that's what it is. I guarantee that's what it is, and that's messed up, Trey. You didn't have to call her out like that.
But no, but
it's
I
okay
did.
to be a refill.
No, I did. Shut up, stupid. Oh my God, I'm a refill. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Wait a minute. No, I'm an exchange. She took the other one back and got a new one. The other one didn't work right. All right, so
hey.
Anyway. I'm not even going to say anything.
So anyway, but you know, I just think this is a huge mistake on his part. If you were ever going to make your current wife not feel like, if my wife died, there's no bad breakup, there's no bad blood, my wife dies, I get married again, the last thing I'm trying to do is make you feel like you are a refill, like you are a replacement.
Yeah, the whole
naming
self-worth thing would go.
He just fucked her up for life with that.
Like, I'm sure her self-worth is probably not great after.
No, here's the thing is, even if it never happens,
he already
it's basically happened anyway.
I don't know. I feel like there's people that are built for purposes. You know what I mean? She's built for that purpose. She knew what she was getting into. Most likely, they're married. I don't know how long.
I
they're
was
married.
going to say that
like
though
that,
too.
Oh, yeah. like you knew, like he still loved his ex-wife, and see, I always wonder about that because I
probably have that conversation, or you should if you do.
I think the new girl is like always wondering if she's a replacement when in this situation. You know,
well, and here's the thing.
You're not. I guarantee you're not normally.
I, as a kid, always wanted to know, like, who named me, what my name meant, all those kind of things. So that child is going to eventually grow up and ask those questions. That would be really
awkward.
Exactly.
And then I put money on it. The mom uses a nickname or a term of endearment for the kid. And the kid probably never goes by their real name if it were to happen. And I'm going to tell you right now, they don't ask the dad what the baby's name is at the hospital, just so you know. Like, you do understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah, but you got to sign that paperwork.
Actually,
paperwork with the name on it.
No, technically you don't have to sign that paperwork as the man. But she can just take you to court, order a DNA test, and your name's going to go on that fucking paper anyway. Let me tell you how it really works.
Anyways.
Right. Let me tell you how it works anyways. That's why I never denied my kids. I was like, you motherfuckers look just like me anyway. Like,
I couldn't deny none of mine.
Maya and me, our first year of life literally looked the same. My daughter Maya and I literally looked. She's like the girl version of me up until 1 year old, literally, maybe even 1.5. I got a picture of her on the wall where she looks like me in the face. It's my daddy's girls pictures. There's all three of them, and they're all little and they're cute. And I just want that. I always see them like that. And they don't know. They don't get that. They don't get that. That I still see them as my little girls. You know. I always will. It's a dad thing. You know what's popping. You got daughters.
That's funny. They'll understand one day.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that day.
When they have their own litter of pups.
When the light goes off in their head.
Right. So, in the end, though, I mean, guys, can you guys ever be okay with this? As a woman, Cammie? As a man, Scotty, would you ever even try that? Scotty, would you be okay if her being like, let's name our son after my ex? I just think that's even further worse.
No, but and
like,
that's
let's
the thing
name your son after another dude. Yeah, no. And when you think about that, then you're like, that's probably how she fucking feel right now.
There's some underlying things that need to be worked out by him.
Yeah, he needs some counseling.
Exactly, Cammie.
So.
Like, I feel like he hasn't moved on, guys, and that's really damaging his new marriage. And by the way,
and about to have a baby.
This is what makes me feel like she's a refill, because he said that and he got married. Like, if you should never, ever, ever, like, I don't know what the real time frame is, But unless you didn't love your spouse, I don't know what the time frame is, but I know I know somebody who got married like 3 months, 4 months after their husband died. And I was like, yo, did that bitch kill him?
Yeah, that's not even close to enough time to, cope.
I'm not saying you don't go get some down low booty because people got needs or whatever, but I don't know if you could date. And then again, I don't even know if that could go down. But I'm just saying, like, that'd be the furthest. I'm thinking, me personally, the furthest I could do is get some side tail that I don't care about. That'd be the closest to the furthest thing I could do. Like, probably within the first year, if that. That'd be the closest I could do. But I wouldn't want to date. Not a year after my spouse dies. You need time to heal. You got to get through those first anniversary of their death and everything, and that's going to come around. And I just don't know if you want to have to really put that emotional stuff on someone else. That just doesn't seem right to me. You know what I mean? Like, it really doesn't.
Not fair.
Yeah. Anyway, that one got deep. Commercial me.
Did you know Apothecary Farms extracts are the leader in concentrates?
I did.
Apothecary Farms products and extracts are also available and sold in hundreds of locations in Colorado and Oklahoma. So stop by Apothecary Farms in Pueblo, Colorado Springs, and Denver, or ask your favorite spot where the Apothecary Farms is on your next visit.
Yay. So let's go to our Dear Wake and Bake fan letter. Dear Wake and Bake, did Trump break Georgia or U.S. election law? Bottom line, that's all I'm asking. Lisa in Wisconsin, you don't have to hide my name. Okay. So here's the deal. First off, whether a crime took place or not, I think is neither here nor there when it comes to anything in the world of law. Because what it really boils down to is whether a crime took place or not, is the prosecutor's office or the district attorney's office willing to prosecute or press charges or follow through with prosecuting a case, right? That's what it really boils down to. There are times where cops go to the DA and go, I got a case, here's my case, and the DA laughs them out the room and goes, you don't got a case, get out of here. Come back when you got this, and this, and then we'll go ahead and we'll issue warrants and press charges or whatever, or go for the case. So a lot of the times I think that people assume that just because a law is broke that someone's going to go to jail, when I could count on one hand half the time just about 90% of the laws that half of these yahoos break all the time. You know what I mean? So the truth is, it's really like, is it worth their time to go after it or whatever? Yada, 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 yada. But here are some actual federal and state election laws and this is for the state of Georgia. I don't give a shit about your state or my state because at this point it wouldn't matter. Georgia's state election law and federal election laws, right? So guys, as you can see, I'm not looking at my screen because I can tell you that I do know that there's at least one federal law for sure and one state election law that is a law in Georgia. I went and looked it up. I had to go look it up just to make sure that it was a law as well in the state of Georgia as it is a federal law. But it is illegal. And it is a felony. Nonetheless, in the state of Georgia, for sure, it is a complete and utter felony to intimidate, threaten, and or try to go after an election official. So when Trump said threaten legal action as the head of the Department of Justice, right? When he threatened legal action over those 11,770 or whatever the fuck it was votes, that he said on that tape recording that we all heard and we all know what we heard, so you can't deny that he said it, so quit fucking playing because you're fucking dumb if you say it. Anyway, but yeah, like right there, if you want one federal election felony that Donald J. Trump violated and definitely could be jailed for up to 10 years for, is intimidation of an election official. Because the governor of Georgia is an election official as well as the governor of Georgia. He is an election official because the governor of Georgia is like the one who swings the gavel and certifies the votes and sends those votes, sends those electors over to the Electoral College. You know what I'm saying? Or certifies the votes from the Electoral College, so forth. But you guys get what I'm saying, right? So he's an election official, not just the governor of the state of Georgia. So you have attempted to influence, tamper with, and or threaten an election official. And so while Trump may have violated 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 laws, I'm not going to get into all of that. I actually just wanted to get into the one law that I know for sure that I had the time to research, look into, and I can tell you with the utmost confidence, according to Georgia officials, Republican officials, and the Georgia State website on elections, the president may have committed a felony for, again, trying to influence, intimidate, or threaten a election official. So that's my take on it, guys. What do you think? Scott, are you frozen?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely frozen. He's definitely frozen.
Something that you should do. Like I do have a crazy delay over here.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out. You got anything on it, Cammy? No? Okay. Well, we're just going to fuck it. We know that you think that it's a bad idea to do that in the first place. Here's my thing is, I saw a meme that kind of lays it all out. It was the ghost of Nixon standing next to Trump's body, human body, physical body, and he says, you got taped twice? Really? And that kind of sums it all up, honestly. It really does. It sums it all up. I'm so over this guy. I'm just like, today, the one good thing about today is that brick wall that the founders put up so the president couldn't be messed with, the new president wouldn't be prevented from being instilled, and the will of the people would be over. Look, let me tell you guys something. If the founders and the framers thought Congress could make the decisions on who should be president over the people, they would have wrote it that way. Let that sink in.
Right.
So, moving on. I just love dealing with unintelligent people on this one because you won't even go read the Constitution. Just shut the fuck up. As the old Wu-Tang song goes, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So, let's read a commercial.
Got a comment, feedback, or want to be part of the live show? Just text or call the show at 719-299-0428. That's 719-299-0428. Or you can email info@bakeamericashow.com. Thanks for listening and keep the comments coming.
So, it's time for You Need Some Love, man. It's a freaking sexual revolution, man. It's a revolution. Sexual revolution. And yeah, you should revolute on your sexuality according to one article from Cosmopolitan. So what are some of these tantalizing sexual and it wasn't revolution, by the way. It's sexual resolution. And what would be some sexual resolutions people should try? And me and Scotty are basically just going to make fun of them or comment.
All right. So you can try and tick an item off of your sexual bucket list.
Revolution list.
So if you don't have one, you should make one. Just the things like people you'd like to do things with, or places, like a bucket list, things that you've always wanted to try before you die. Next one. Get into sexual self-care.
Yo, sometimes you just got to handle business.
No, listen. Did you know there's such a thing as genital meditation?
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what it's.
Okay.
So Dr. McDivitt, not to be confused with our McDivitt down here, but because we do have a lawyer's McDivitt law firm down here, but not to be confused with them, Dr. McDivitt says this. I did not. I want to meditate my wang, like
I don't know. It's weird.
Be at peace.
I'm gonna whack you later. No, I'm just playing.
Wow. Or other things, like the whole masturbating and things of that nature. Things that Anyways, I'm gonna move on.
Moving on.
Here's another one that's very important that really needs to stop in our country because I'm so sick of it. Don't slut shame or body shame people.
Well, don't slut shame or body shame yourself. Be a slut. It's cool. Nothing wrong with that. Get yours.
Whatever makes you happy.
And body shaming is one thing that pisses me off more than a lot of other things.
Well, and worse off, don't do it to yourself because trust me, there's already some stupid asshole out there that's going to do it to you anyway. Yeah. So don't do it to yourself. Don't self-deprecate on that. Love yourself. Sexy body.
Another
I'm
one.
sexy and I know it. That's what I tell myself.
Get rid of distractions.
That means all your side bitches got to go. No, I'm just playing.
No, it means like technology.
No, that means get rid of that phone.
Yeah, technology has a serious impact on relationships.
You got to get off that console, fellers. Get off that Netflix, ladies, and get into some bed flicks. Hey!
Break out of your routine. That's a really good one. If you just start feeling so depressed and, just not feeling like yourself, that's the best thing to do is break out of your routine and do something you don't normally do.
Sexually speaking, break out of your sex routine.
Yeah.
Like, flip it up, slap it up, rub it down, oh no! If that's not what you normally do,
Here's one that everybody should be doing anyways, but some don't. Ask your partner what they like.
You know what I like? No, be serious though. You gotta tell them.
Yeah, you really do.
Tell me again.
Tell me your dark dirtiness again, just so I can remember. Maybe I forgot. I did bump my head in a car accident.
Sometimes it's good also to just be together. Like, make time to be together first before other things. Put your relationship. You don't have to do it all the time because I understand you have to pay bills. You have to work, you have to do those kind of things, but...
Well, one day maybe you come home and you skip that yoga class and do some bed yoga.
Yeah. Declutter your bedroom. That's another good one. Your bedroom's going to feel more sexy and inviting if it's, decluttered.
I could agree with that. Somebody said on the live feed, TMI.
Clean it up, make it smell good. Yeah.
And make it more sex ready. In other words, like...
you got to get those hand ties out early, get them on the bedpost.
Massage candles, put some flowers in there because the natural
lay out the whips and chains, so ladies, so that so he knows what he's getting into. You can't just bust that out on him.
You're so stupid,
right?
He's gonna be down, but you gotta
the drawer.
Turn on
the drawer before we get started.
Yep, that's a rhyme. Show the drawer before.
Turn on your favorite playlist.
Some relaxing.
Yeah.
I like these.
Or you put on that sexy music from back in the 90s. Your body, baby. Something.
Here's a very important
pull
one.
Out that gag ball, all that.
Well, that leads into the dumb crap you're talking about right now. But this is for your own safety, too, because depending on how long you've been with that person... discuss your sexual boundaries and expectations as well.
Safe word.
Banana.
Pineapple.
Banana.
Pineapple.
Pineapple just sounds horrible. Like, I wouldn't want that thing anywhere. Like, not in its natural state. Those things are all cacti looking.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The other ones are meh.
But anyway, so I mean, when it comes to resolutions on your sex life, it's not a bad idea to have one and to do that and to do it right and do it well. Let's do this though. Is he in here? No, of course he isn't. All right, let's do this. We're gonna take a quick break, make some coffee, get sick teas on the video, all that good stuff, and rock and roll. We'll be back after the break.
Hey, what's happening? It's your boy Bubba Sparks. If you didn't know prior to this moment, you better know for sure. Anytime I'm rolling through Colorado Springs, I'm checking out Wake and Bake America. How could you not be listening to Wake and Bake? Holding it down with Cammy, Renee, and Mr. Trey. All the way, twice on Sunday. Y'all probably ain't on Sunday, but it's all good. Y'all should be.
Copywritten, so don't copy me.
Are you a business owner and want to highlight your business? Call 727-318-2956. Let's highlight your business and captivate Southern Colorado's largest group of spenders. They're active consumers looking for your services. To advertise with Wake and Bake America on Blazin' 98.5, that's right, your morning show, call 727-318-2956 or email us at bakeamerica@gmail.com. Advertise with your morning show because it's simple, smart business, and it works. 727-318-2956, and let's start your ad campaign today. Are you ready to get turned up, lit, and whatever it is, or even boot, scoot, and boogie? Then you need to come down to Copperhead Road every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and hang out with your boy and the Wake and Bake America crew. Ladies night, we got you. Friday night, come on, we got you. Saturday night, don't miss the all-ages party at every weekend, a half a block south of North Carefree on Academy. That's right, come hang out with the Wake and Bake America crew. Your boy, Mr. Trey on the ones and twos. We got hip-hop, we got country. Why go anywhere else when it's all at one spot? That's right, Copperhead Road.
That Copperhead Road.
Hey, it's your girl, Cammie Renee, and you're listening to Wake and Bake America Show. You know I bring you the best.
We're smoking.
Good morning, Wake and Bake listeners. This is your guy, Scotty, checking in with you in the morning here, waking and baking with you and getting you started for your day. Have a good one. Everyone loves you, except for Trey.
Trey gonna be that old guy in sandals and khakis with a butt.
I've been saying this for how long now?
Like I can't step outside
He
naked.
jumped into the river.
What did you do? Did you run
I
along
jumped
the river
in.
bank?
I let autocorrect make me look stupid on Facebook every day. With Luxembourg. I can't do it.
It's Luxembourg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say.
You trying to get me to do the hump again, something.
Ah!
Oh, look at you, girl.
I said it's too early.
Sexual tracking app on it, and it found that
Who is actually using that? Welcome home, gentlemen from the 4th Infantry Division, 4th ID.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be funny, but it kind of escalated.
I think he was trying to hit her on a discount. Oh, my nigga.
We used to listen to FM, but they pay the same old
Yeah.
Good morning, America.
Wakey, wakey, bakey, bakey.
Dude, one of our listeners in Canada said, the feds are watching you. And I'm laughing thinking like, bro, the feds been watching me. They gave me a license to talk about weed on FM radio. They've been watching me. And let me tell you,
Oh yeah.
I had a less than reputable lifestyle prior to radio. And I can tell you that they was not the feds, but somebody was watching me. And yeah, and Trey got himself out of trouble, got his background cleaned up. So leave me alone. Fuck off. I'm just playing. All right, so Scotty, it's time for by the way, we'll get Sick T's in here on the show. He's running a little behind. He let us know, so we're gonna move on with a topic or two until he can get on here. So first up, we've got Scotty with the lead on the not so humptastic hump files. There are pranks you just don't do, but you sit back and cringe when some idiot does decide to try it, and then you watch it happen and you cringe some more. So, what do you got, Scotty?
All right. So everyone knows it's a hugely popular time for people to pop the question.
Absolutely.
So when one woman's
the question at Christmas
boyfriend,
Eve. Sorry, go ahead.
beautiful, right? So when one woman's boyfriend pulled out a small square box, she already felt she knew what was coming.
She was like, "Oh my God, this is
she
the moment."
immediately begins to tear up and clap her face in shock while her partner says, "I love you so much. It's been 6 years."
Oh fuck!
And as he gets down on Suboxy says, "Will you please take these earrings?" As he opens the lid to reveal 2 glittering pieces of jewelry where the ring should have been.
But he got down on one knee and everything too, though. So that's cold.
Oh, you can't do that, bro. Oh man.
Oh, he got some backlash. Don't worry.
The internet, bro. You ready for this? 1.3 million views on TikTok.
Oh wow.
You know that boy got some hate mail.
You're a failure here.
That boy probably got like 30,000 pieces of hate mail minimum.
Yeah. These people went into him like, bro.
Yeah. Some of these comments are very true, though. Like one person said, it would be funny if it were 6 months, but she's probably expecting it at...
6 years, bro. This
Yeah,
is
other
people were-
heartbreaking.
Sorry, Scotty, you keep cutting it out.
Oh.
Go ahead.
It's horrible.
You're good right now.
It's horrible.
Until the kids try to do
One of
their
the second
homework.
replies, absolutely not. Throw the whole boy away, please.
Yo, I'm saying, like, you might want to take him and exchange him for a refill.
Right?
Right? After 6 years, listen to me, here's my thing is, after 6 years, if you can't, I'm not saying you need to get married after 6 years, but you definitely should, after dating for 6 years, you should not use a proposal as a prank. I think that's just way bad form, good man. Way bad form.
Scotty, the last
You should
comment
probably
is my
tread
favorite.
lightly around that subject.
That last comment,
Yeah, there's
though, is my favorite one.
What did it say? What did it say? I didn't see it.
Good. He's in perfect position to be kicked in the face.
Right? He's already down on one knee. I mean, there's that. So anyway, wow. I'm speechless. Let's do this, Mr. Scotty. I'm kicking Scotty out of here for a second.
Bye-bye.
We're going to bring him right back because I just saw Sick Tease pop in. So we're going to bring Sick Tease, go live with Sick Tease, in for his quick interview here and talk a little bit about the print business and what my man's doing over at Sick Tease. And don't forget, guys, not only a great sponsor of the show, but you can check out Sick Tease and get your stuff done by Sick Tease at SIKTEEZ.com. Oh, look, he's got the Wake and Bake sweater on. Sorry, I have a sports show, so I'm wearing a jersey. I have a sports show today. I'm sorry. But I wear your stuff everywhere. You know where I wear his stuff mostly? Fishing, bro. I love my Sick Tease, my Sick Tease camo camp gear. Yeah, sick mugs. I got it. So check this out. I have a surprise for the crew before we even get started. I have a surprise for the crew. The Sick Print Shop is going to be printing us some Sick Tease branded mugs with our Wake and Bake Mask Up photo for our Mask Up initiative. You look really cute in that photo, by the way. Look, you look really sexy, Cammie. Just wanted to point that out.
What in the world are you talking? I don't even know what photo you're talking about.
The Mask Up photo, I'll show you. I'll show you after the show. But you're really hot in that show. So,
well, thank
you. I mean,
you.
in that photo, you're super hot. You're always hot, but your eyes, they just gleam in this photo, and you look sexy, boo. Let me tell you, the way you look in this photo is how you got me. Okay,
oh,
no,
Lord.
I'm just playing.
You are too much this morning.
So Sick Tease, you guys are, and so Sick Tease is going to make us some Sick Tease branded mugs. That's going to have the Sick Tease logo on one side and the Mask Up photo of you, me, and Scotty on the other side. And then he's also making me and Presto a couple of bourbon mugs. They're just coffee mugs, and we call them bourbon mugs because we drink whiskey in our show and tequila. So he's going to make one with the Sick Tease logo, and then mine and Preston's our Blunt Football Talk logo on the other side.
Hey, I thought you were making me a Stoner Girl mug from our birthday, Sick Tease.
Ooh. He said, you know what?
I get up there.
I'll get on that. He hasn't been up, though, because he's hiding because he's smart.
Yeah, well, I mean, we are, too, so it's all good.
Right. So let me ask you this, because you guys aren't just printing, like, obviously you're doing mugs. We just brought that up. But you guys aren't just printing silkscreen T-shirts anymore. You guys are doing a hell of a lot more than that. So talk to us a little bit about what you got going on right now over there at the Sick Print Shop with the guys.
We're printing just about a little bit of everything. We're doing a little bit of dye sublimation, printing dab pads on canvas.
Ooh, canvas. I got a picture of my daughter's.
Basically anything.
So what's dye sublimation? Because like when you had to explain that to me when we were talking before the interview. So I'm going to guess that I can't be the only person that feels dumb right now.
A dye sublimation process is you actually put ink onto a paper. Basically, you put it through a printer, a special printer, put the ink onto the paper, and then you heat press it onto, say, your mugs or.
Oh, so that is
pads,
the process of how you guys make. Like, by the way, SickTease.com. You can order even Wake and Bake America dab pads, mugs, whatever you want, beanies. He'll do whatever you need done. Even with the Wake and Bake America logo, because we want you to go through them, obviously, because support the business that has really the only rights to print our logo besides us anyway. Let's just be honest. So, and whatever you make off of that, I always tell you, keep it, enjoy it. Just hook me up with some mugs, man. But But we need to get we need to get a thing on our website with like a promo code for your website. You know what I mean, or something like that, where they get like 10% off or something stupid. We'll figure it out. But we need to get a link for that built on your side so we can use that URL on our side on our website. By the way, welcome back for the, I think, 4th year of our 5 years in operation, or 4th and a half year of our 5 years of operation. Something like that. You've been around a long time. Appreciate you guys from being part of the crew. So you guys, now, have you guys got to embroidering yet, or is that something you guys are going to expand into at all?
We're looking at it. Right now, we're not doing embroidery. We sub that out. We have a good group of people that do that, and trustworthy, all that good stuff. So we use them.
Right. Okay. So, and then now you guys, the thing is Sick Tees does a lot of cannabis print work. They work with, of course, the Cannabis Morning Show, Wake and Bake America. But guys, they actually do so much more than that. Schools, communities, you guys print for a lot of people, don't you?
Yes, we do. We do. We got a lot of, we've done for a lot of schools, restaurants, bars, what have you. Like
employee shirts and team shirts for the teams and stuff like that. Like the shirts I buy as a parent.
Taco Stop in Pueblo, mention them. Love our Taco Stop.
Right on.
We've done a lot for them.
See,
Cannabis Depot, a big customer.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with them. Yeah,
we're over at Cannabis Depot. We're great people. Paul over at Better Greens Dispensary, Los Animas.
I feel like you've printed some for Apothecary. I swear you did.
We've gotten Apothecary out of some pinches.
And you've
gotten
great
people.
And you've gotten Bongathon. You did Bongathon shirts. I know that.
Yeah, Bongathon. I'm looking at doing it again this year.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can actually do that this year. That'll be awesome. I look at it like this. As long as I got my vaccine, I don't care. I'll show up. I ain't worried about you once I'm vaccinated. Yeah. I don't care if you want to get vaccinated. I ain't worried about you once I am.
I got my new bong for Christmas, so I'm ready.
That's pretty. Well, I just wanted to tell you, I do first off appreciate you guys over there at Sick Prince, Beans, Mad Rob. I'm probably forgetting somebody. I always do. But Beans and Mad Rob I've known I've known Mad Rob for the better part of a decade and Beans for a half a decade. So I know those guys as personal friends who we go camping with and stuff like that. And so I just want to thank them as well. And you guys for being not only our friends and good friends and fun to hang out with and camp with, but also great partners with the show, helping us when I need something. I know who and what, and it's fun, and it's been a tough year, I'll tell you that much. And I'm just glad to have you guys hanging out with us for another year, and glad that we could help each other out this year. As far as getting stuff from you guys, it's not hard. It's just SIKTEEZ.com, guys. That's SIK. Just think of sick, like a kid would write it. Sick dudes. Sick. SIKTEEZ.com. Like I said, when you see me wearing those Wake and Bake, not Wake and Hate hoodies, the t-shirts, the bleach camo print, all that stuff, that's these guys, man. And then, of course, the original classic crispy clean white, bright white stuff. They've done that. And we're working on them turning our logo into a V-Doc so we can throw it on shirts again. So he's going to help me get that done. So we're going to have some fun. And he's going to help me turn it into 3 colors so we can screen print it so I can make it cheaper because I'm not stupid. They can print on literally anything, guys, so don't forget to do that. Hey, Pee-wee, thank you, Jamie, a.k.a. Mr. And Mr. the Jamies.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you for... Sorry, I got a whisker tickling my nose. Anyway, thank you guys for, of course, everything you guys do for us, being friends, coming on the show, getting up early, hanging out with us. We're going to get Scotty back in here. I'm going to kick you out here because I'm awesome like that. Boom, kicked him out. He's like, I'm going back to bed. Screw you guys. I'm going home. We're going to get Scotty Pippen back in here so we can finish up the show real quick. But don't forget, guys, that dye sublimation stuff is really cool. Like, you can literally get something your kid brings home from school that they printed or that they made in kindergarten class. And you can take that over to Sick Tees and they'll copy it. And they'll print it out on a special paper and with a special ink and paper on a special printer, and then they basically put it on a shirt, tape it to a mug, put it on a keychain emblem, whatever, and then they put it in this heat press machine and it sticks it to it permanently. Scotty, I don't think Scotty knows that we wanted him back yet. I'm guessing because he probably went away from his thing. Hey, Scotty, get your butt in here. Do you hear me now? You hear me? Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel, shoot you. It's a true story, by the way. The Colonel from Kentucky Fried Chicken really did shoot a man once. He killed a man in a dispute. So, here we go. Scotty's not here, but it's okay because Cammie, you're up next anyway. So, and Scotty's last, so we're going to wait for Scotty to get his sorry butt in here. Scotty Pimpin is unable to join. That's not true.
Remember, he was having
No.
internet
He's just not at his phone.
Oh.
After a while, it times out like that anyway. So we'll send him a new one. But anyway, the not-so-hump-tastic, he hasn't been commenting either on anybody's comments. Oh, and he is there. Oh, now I got to eat shit. I'm wrong again, like usual. Yeah, I know I'm wrong. I get it. Let me turn up your volume. Hold on. There you go. You're back. Your volume's up. Did you hear me?
All right.
Did you hear me? I said when I said, "Oh shit, he's here." Great. And I got to eat shit for being wrong again.
It's all right. I just started breathing normally again after this bong rip.
Oh, I thought you just went.
So I don't know what the timing was, but it was perfect.
I thought you just went poop.
Oh my gosh.
No, I did that pre-show.
Pre-show. See, you're smart. I did too. I poop before the show.
Anyway.
All right, so the not so huptastic, or no, I'm sorry, we're on Bridezilla or Bride for Real, bruh. So basically, Cammie's going to tell us a story of what a bride did or didn't do or whatever, and Scotty and I get to determine whether this bitch tripping.
She is.
You're not supposed to tell us.
She really
okay,
is.
you can. Okay.
Bridezilla forces.
So Cammie already says she tripping, but we know sometimes Cammie thinks someone's tripping, and me and Scotty are like, I don't know if I call that tripping. That's girl tripping. That ain't tripping. But let's find out.
Bridezilla forces bridesmaids to sign a bizarre contract with 37 rules.
All right, bitch, you tripping. I'm done. That's too many rules.
Wow.
I can't remember all that shit. That's why I hate our legal system, because I can't remember all their goddamn rules either.
I'm telling you, I told you.
Guarantee I'm breaking at least one of them.
I break one rule a day.
Listen to some of these, though. Listen to some of these rules. The bride demands that her friends not gain more than 6.6 pounds before her wedding.
Oh, don't get me started on the level of body shaming this
She
is.
made them promise not to attempt to outdo the bride in any way.
I can live with that one because it's understandable in this circumstance.
She requires a doctor's note if they miss a dress fitting.
What the fuck? You ain't my employer, bitch.
And
I'm getting mad now, Scotty.
And they must not intentionally fall pregnant before the wedding.
What? You can't control my libido?
She also has... One of the rules is she has complete control of the bridesmaids' appearances and spare time.
Oh, hell. Scotty, are you hearing this shit?
There's a ban on fake lashes, and her friends must hand over their normal 7-day schedule within 5 days of signing the contract.
Can we pause for just 1 second, sidebar, before you comment, Scotty? If you look at my workout machine, there's 2 eyelashes on the post, on the bottom post down there on the bottom that are, I'm sure, Maya's. They look like Maya's long eyelash, fake lashes. I'm up there on the elliptical running. Yes, the day before yesterday, on there running, getting it. And all of a sudden, at the bottom of my eye, I catch something. And I look down and I'm like, why the fuck does my machine look like it got eyes? I was like, oh, man, to be a dad, it's fun. To be a dad of daughters who are almost grown women and one that is a grown woman, it's fun.
Here's some more. They cannot encourage her to change anything about the wedding, speak negatively about any guests, and they must save more than €2,000 to pay for any bridal expenses.
Wait, what? Are you putting your friends into a financial contract so you can bilk them for 2 G's and tell them what to do? This sounds more like slavery. I'm going to give you my money and then you're going to tell me what to do. No.
They cannot wear colored contact lenses.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Black drawn on eyebrows or glossy colored lipstick.
Okay. The thing about the fake eyebrows is just funny.
They cannot have highlights in their hair
unless all right, man,
they get approval from the bride.
Man, you can't tell somebody. Man. Who would want to be in your wedding at this point?
Right.
On the wedding day, they must not down more than 7 units of alcohol, and they must leave their kids at home, and their date
units
and their date must be approved by the bride.
Question: just question for the people who are potentially signing up, because I might sign up to be a bridesmaid. I'm still undecided. What is a unit of liquor like? What does that consist of? Because if 7 units is like 7 shots, I'm good with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like shots. But if 7
1.5 or
right, if 7 units is like a small glass of wine, you know, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I mean, like if I get a beer, does that like take up 2 units because it's big? I mean, how does this work? See, that's the kind of dick I'd be questioning every law. I'm like, you don't really have any detail on this. Laws usually have details. Before I sign my life away, I'd like to have
rules just a little bit, man.
Before I sign my life away, I'd like to have a little insight into what the exact is.
This is just crazy.
I'm telling you, no, it's a hard no for me. If I was a girl, I would really be like, why would I want? At some point, reading this, I obviously wouldn't say this to the bride. I would be thinking to myself, at what point did you think that I wanted to be in your wedding? If this is what I have to do to be in it, you basically own me for like 2 months before you're married, like a slave. Like, why would I want to be part of that? That just makes no sense to me. It's insanity. It's insanity at its finest.
This is crazy. Yeah. Anyways, so that's the gist of it. Like,
it just blows my mind
at that point,
you basically want to own me for 2 months to be in your wedding. No,
at that point, I would be like, listen, I'll come to your wedding.
Pass. Deuces.
I'll come to your wedding, but I'm not going to be in your wedding.
Yeah, okay.
Right? I want to see the people that stood up for this.
From the article, it was saying that several of the bridesmaids are like...
I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm like, no, I'm out. See, yeah, especially the €2,000, so that if something comes up that's my expense, that was the one that fucked me up. I was like, so what you're saying is you're bilking 5 bridesmaids out of 10 grand is what you're saying. I mean, let's just be honest here. Oh, yeah, I'm going to need that $2,000 because I don't have the money for my venue. Bitch, I'm not paying for your fucking venue to be your bridesmaid. Shit. I bet you want a gift, too. Motherfucker.
You know it.
All right, so.
Anyways.
I get all old hood brother. Motherfucker, are you kidding me? I get Samuel Jackson on it. Motherfucker.
This one's yours, Scotty.
All right, Scotty. So it's time for Hollywood. Hump Day Hollywood. The jail could not stop him from helping kids this Christmas. Give us your Hump Day feel-good story, bruh.
Yeah, man. We got Kodak Black throwing Christmas toy drives for kids all behind bars.
He's at it again. Y'all know he did some for Thanksgiving for families, too.
And you know he did something.
Yeah, actually about 15... It's about $15,000 in frozen turkeys for Thanksgiving.
So what did they nip him for? Let me guess. A petty-ass weapons charge? Something stupid? It's always something fucking dumb with rappers. Because the thing is when you find out what they got and what they really went to jail for, they probably in most cases weren't even doing anything wrong. They just got caught with a pistol or a $10 bag of cocaine. Something stupid as fuck.
I can't remember what it was for him, but I do know recently...
It was a weapons charge, Cammie said. She remembers.
And recently he got his time reduced, so he's going to be seeing, and
here's the thing is, let me tell you the truth. When you get busted doing nothing wrong, like let's say you're at a club, somebody does something that has nothing to do with you, but you get patted down and they find a pistol on you, right? So when you go to prison for that, a lot of the times you're going to get out on good behavior early time or get your time reduced. A buddy of mine who is a highly decorated U.S. military soldier who got fed time for a BS weapons charge because he lowered his weapons length by like a half-inch shorter than it's legally allowed to be, and he got 5 fucking years for it.
Wow.
But the sentence was minimum weapons charge time is 5 years. So what he did is ultimately they gave him the 5-year charge for possession of an illegal weapon, because whether it's you're not supposed to have it that makes it illegal, or you've modified it that makes it illegal, it becomes an illegal weapon and they charge you for that, and that's where you get 5 years. But his sentence was reduced because he was a highly decorated soldier who stayed out of trouble in jail and only beat up a pedophile. I mean, I'm obligated to say that he did get in trouble for that, but not a lot of people were upset about it.
Yeah. So tell us what Kodak Black did for Christmas, Scotty.
Well, he personally, obviously he had the toy drive, but he personally donated $20,000 in toys to kids in his area where he grew up.
Wow, that's quite a bit of money.
Right.
That's a lot of money.
Kids
I'm sorry, I had a hit in.
Dolls, stuffed animals, Legos, remote control cars, scooters. I mean, there's just a ton of toys that were also
That's awesome. Man.
Delivered. These kids had unbelievable Christmas this year. I guarantee it, and that is very awesome. He also gave away a bunch of $100 and $50 gift cards to more than 60 families who had to drive up to the law office, obviously not to the prison to get them, but
right. His lawyers are, of course, doing his bidding, and that's what a good lawyer does: is take your paycheck, your hourly rate, and help me do what I need done. Sometimes the lawyers, when you got stupid money, lawyers just become yes men like everybody else, straight up. When you got no money or little money, then your lawyer can tell you what the fuck's up. Anyway, so what's up, Lydia? Oh, Lydia's at the table eating. We're getting family photo shots of Scotty's family. Love it. 404 CBN CB not found says, how do you plan a wedding with no money? Of course, then Go says, my mom owns a bridal shop, with smiley laughing faces. Like, that's one way to plan a wedding with no money, is have a mom who owns a bridal shop. But that might be the only way. That might be the only way. That's funny. This is a great story. I love it. Let's get out of here for the day. Scotty, we'll see you tomorrow for a Thirsty Thursday. You guys, yes, sir. Everybody stay safe out there. Please mask up, guys. This new variant has popped up in like 5 states now, including Colorado, Georgia, California, just to name a few. So Georgia, the latest, and I'm sure it's going to keep popping up in other places, and it's popping up in people who haven't left their city or state. And that's very interesting that there's 5 people that have a mutation when they haven't left their city or state. That means that mutation's probably been spreading for months before we even knew about it anywhere on the planet. So please mask up. Wash your hands.
Safe, folks.
Wash your hands. Listen, guys, do yourselves a favor. I'll give you this is my helpful hint of the day. Set a 2-hour timer on your phone. And every time it goes off, go wash your hands, throw on a little lotion, and go on about your business. It's a good idea, right?
Right.
Peace out.
Look, the recipe for success is pretty practical. You lead a little weight, you sprinkle in a little bit. You grab some coffee, and we get you out the door the right way for show. It's Wake and Bake America weekday mornings.